Hello and welcome to the Game Week 10 review show here on the Corner Flag. It is a fantastic weekend, even though Manchester United drew against Spurs, which we will get to in a lot more detail. It is a fantastic weekend because Liverpool, and Mukesh is here exactly at that, because Liverpool lost again. Mukesh is here, Nathan is here as well, and Ronaq is here as well. And we are going to tell you everything that happened because, oh my god, it was such a fantastic weekend. Mukesh, Nathan, let's start with you fuckers because is it time? Is it time? No, I want to know and I want to ask all the media. I'm going to get my inner Arnab out now. We're going to start this episode off with a bang.
How dare you question me?
Exactly.
You can't question us at the start of this episode, okay?
But Nathan, no, I need to ask, and the nation wants to know why aren't calls for Arne Slot to be sacked out there yet? What is Jamie Carragher doing? What is even fucking our own Man United's Gary Neville? What is the entire Sky Sports broadcasting team doing? Why are they not asking questions of a man who has spent £450 million in the transfer market?
Great start to the episode.
Great start to the show.
I was like, I'm so upset that I'm like, yaar, kuch to witty bolo, nothing's coming out. It's just been depressing.
It is a banging start to this episode of the Corner Flag. Banging, absolute banging. It is great. It is great because Mukesh has missed a lot of episodes. Finally, he is back home, and it is a great time for him to be back home.
So, you want to start, Mukesh, or should I?
To Man City with Liverpool scoring 0. But there was
that goal should have stood up, but that goal should have.
Oh no! We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I know. Ronaq has some thoughts about it. I have a lot of thoughts about it as well. But 3-0 against Man City.
I expected 2-1, bro. Come on, like. I didn't expect a win. I expected draw or 2-1. SR 2-1, 3-2 types. 3-0?
Yeah, 3-0 felt like a good old school thrashing.
Fuck, man.
I think it was.
I think in the second half, like I could see Pep be like, yeah, it's like my greatest rival is also, I need to show some respect to them. And he's like, chal, don't make it 5-0 and all. It really felt like that.
It was Pep's 1000th game in charge, is that right?
Yeah.
And first Jeremy Doku outstanding. So you know what? I went to play yesterday after a while. After 2 weeks, I went to play football, and we played better, bro. Honestly, over there, like we won 5-0 yesterday. We were trailing 3-0 in the first half, and then with the same secret.
How can you win 5-0?
Our group. Whatever. And then I reached.
See, I do play with Nathan on this stuff. We're part of the same football groups. I know we don't count the actual score line. We just count how many goals you're up by. I think what he means is he won by 5.
5 up. Yeah, 5 up.
You know what the sad thing is? Liverpool's scoreline and the difference is the same thing. Depressing.
Then we went to play. I've come back home. My cousin was there, and then I get a call from my friend saying, bro, come, we are next to your house, we are sitting and chilling. My bro, see, I have guest and all. One guest was there, but whatever. I'm like, I want to watch the game and all. Yeah, halftime got over. I started contemplating, should I go chill with the boys? Kya scene there? I was like, wait for some time. Game got over. Called my friends, yo, what's up? Are you guys still there? So now don't come, we are leaving. I'm like, such a big mistake. I should have gone.
You should have gone. And like we discussed in the last episode, had you gone, maybe Liverpool might have scored 1 goal. I think win was not a chance. But
no, there was a brief moment for 5 minutes when that Van Dijk goal went in. I was like, now it's coming. It's a 1-1 to halftime, and then Liverpool will score 1 goal in the second half. But all hopes were to quickly be quashed.
I don't understand this. We played so well versus Madrid, right? Killed it. We could have easily won that match 4-0, whatever, at Courtois or jo bhi hai. And then you go back to fucking basics. Kya ho raha hai? Like, I really know how you guys felt last season now. Like, now I can confirm, put this on the record, saying that I resonate and relate with United fans.
Just last season,
except for the fact that y'all are Oh shit, yeah, you all are ahead on the table also. Fuck. My goal
Yes.
difference. No, not goal difference. Goals
Goal
conceded.
scored. Goal scored.
Goals scored. Sorry. Yeah.
No, so I
Just
see.
imagine the
I have
day.
a I have a controversial thing to say that might piss off Liverpool fans,
Yes, go for it.
which is that, see, I don't know why Liverpool fans like we'll win everything. I'm like, yeah, if you look at the last 4 seasons,
Hmm.
right? If you remove the season we won, then we've been kind of like average only. I mean, average as if we've been like either coming third, second, eighth. I think maybe with Klopp, I think in one season we came sixth.
Hmm.
So I'm saying, like, yeah, this is what we expected. Even last time we won the title, the next season was shit. So I'm like, I don't know why Liverpool is really not the team that's like, it's not a City team which like, yeah, we're gonna go on a generational dynasty building run. They're like, we'll win one, then we'll take a couple of years later, we'll win one more.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm sort of okay, not okay. I mean, I'm sort of expecting this, but yeah, I don't expect so much. I feel like there's too much expectation from Liverpool.
Dude, I honestly start of the season I knew it's
Man,
going to
I'm
be a
feeling so
tough season,
pathetic
bro.
saying that.
Like
Yeah,
I knew it's going to be a tough season.
I'm glad that you figured that out yourself because I was just itching to jump in with that point. I'm like, तुम लोग मतलब ऐसा and in the last episode because you were away and your internet was bad or whatever, you weren't there for a long time. I wanted to bring up how you, Mukesh, were saying that how can Trent go to Real Madrid? Real Madrid is not a bigger club than Liverpool.
Oh shit!
You have chances. You have chances of regularly winning the Premier League and the Champions League at Liverpool. Why would you want to, give all of that up and give your boyhood club up to go to Real Madrid? And that was. I know you are a man of hot takes, but that was the hottest. Like that was the sun surface level temperature of
Yo, but
takes.
like if you look at it, Trent going to Real Madrid has been a killer move for both parties. Like I'm saying, if Trent was in Liverpool right now, it would
Yeah.
actually solve many of Liverpool's problems. It
One,
would give.
one second. Are you when you say both parties, you mean Trent and Real Madrid, right? Because there is
And
famously a
killer,
third
do you mean
party.
good or bad?
I think for Liverpool, but yeah, because like he's not even got an England call up, so his Ballon d'Or winning dream is anyway crushed now. And I guess as he grows older, it's just going to get harder for the right back to win the Ballon d'Or. Like if it was, it had to be in the England World Cup year. Now he has to wait for the Euro year,
Hmm.
right? So and he's not even playing regularly in that squad. So what he's going to win Copa del Rey with Arda Güler, as opposed to being like winning, like or at least competing for Premier Leagues and Champions League with Liverpool and being future guy. I still stand by that take. It's just
Are
like,
they are they competing for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues?
Top four, top four.
Are they even competing for top four?
Right now it's top
no.
four.
And
Now
like,
it's top
when was
four,
the
bro.
last
Come on.
time Liverpool won an FA Cup or an EFL also? Like, I can't
2022.
remember.
Hey, 22 pe we won, na? Both we won.
Hey,
the same season.
Carabao Cup 24 last
Yeah,
year.
Okay, right.
yeah.
Can
So
I
that,
not join this podcast going forward?
Oh, it feels so good. Okay, so let's get to the
wow.
game then because two big decisions. One was of course the Haaland penalty, the fact that he missed and the foul that
That was
led
a
to
good
it.
save. It was a fuck all
Uh,
penalty actually.
and of course, yeah, it was a very
That
bad
was a
penalty.
penalty.
It was a bad penalty. No idea that no disrespect to Mamadashvili because that was still a very good save,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
it was a
I mean,
particularly
it was
bad
not
penalty
bad.
from Haaland.
It was bottom corner. If the keeper had, dived the other way, we would have said that, Haaland does his thing again. And penalties are always a 50-50. Yeah? Like, a keeper can get a save unless that Voltemade penalty that he binned it like at the top. So things like that are ridiculously good, but it
Yeah,
wasn't the best of his penalties, but it was a decent penalty, and penalties mein save ho sakta hai yaar. And Mohamed Ashwin, you
yeah,
have to give credit to him as well. He messed up for
yeah.
the foul, gave the penalty away, but immediately redeemed himself.
I would say Konate is the one who messed up. He caused the confusion.
Yeah,
I think Bradley had the
he
ball.
was.
Bradley
Yeah.
was ready to clear
That's
it or
true.
whatever, and then Konate just charges at him like a maniac.
Yeah.
And then I think in that panic, Mahmoud really doesn't know.
No, like,
Mahmoud
Doku
when I say his
has
name,
that.
I'm always like, Mahmoud, really. I don't know how to say it. I'm like, Mahmoud, really.
Mama.
Uh,
Just mama.
Like, but
um,
Doku, he has that effect on defenders because he's so
Yeah.
pacey, so quick. Even when he's not giving, yesterday was particularly good. He's not been this good on a regular basis. and such kind of output he's not had.
Yeah, dude.
But even when he doesn't have that kind of output, he's still a player that kind of gives defenders two things to think about, because he can always run past. He has that weird tick where he does that and then just shifts to either of the side and then just starts running. And he did the same thing against United, and it was just as deadly without the output. And yesterday we saw the freaking output. Not only won the penalty, he also
Oh yeah.
that beautiful shot from outside the D. You wouldn't expect Doku to be hitting those, because we haven't seen that enough of him, enough from him. So to do it against Liverpool was literally icing on the cake
Outstanding.
for
Yeah.
all the other fans.
They say that India doesn't have a lot of footballing talent, right? Like they say that, the country of whatever 120 billion people and we don't have a good footballing base here. I think that is absolutely untrue. I feel like we have talent like Jeremy Doku in India as well. Just go to Kurla in the middle of the day, you'll see the people on bikes. वो ऐसा ही हिल के जाता है ट्रैफिक में. तो कुर्ला is full of Jeremy Dokus.
Oh man.
But was that a foul?
My thing was that it was a foul, man. At the end of the day, I do feel like it. I think what, like I've seen, like, okay, maybe I'm saying it's a foul because I've seen those be given. Even if it's the faintest, there was contact. He was within his right to fall down. Right? I don't know. Like, it's very hard to, because once you say, my thing is that once you say that's not a foul, then many more decisions. Then it becomes how much, who start, like, it becomes it goes into fine margins in the future that you can't really vouch for later. Which is why I think, yeah, okay, that was a foul. But then I would like to see that this sort of consistency be given for other situations also.
Maybe.
Right?
When you're in such a situation, especially in the D, where it is going to be more focused on as a individual foul or a tackle, if you're not getting the ball and if you're wiping the defender, not even wiping the defender, but like hindering his run, and he falls over, it is going to get given a penalty, because there is no two ways about it.
Yeah.
And when people are like, the players are running in that pace, it is even hard to argue that nahi itne mein girna nahi chahiye, because when you're literally running on that pace in such situations, a minor change in minor obstruction will cause you to fall. So I mean, as a decision, I think it was a completely on point decision, had to be given.
The second go on.
No, I was just going to say, like, had it been a case where he was anyway falling and then this guy's leg hit him or something, then I'm like, okay, of course it's not a penalty. But I don't think that was the case. I think he might have actually fallen over the ball in whatever because of his run, but I think he definitely tripped because of that touch. Which I don't think had the goalie not touched him, I don't think he would have gone on to score. But now because he did trip him, and I think you sort of had to give it. But excellent.
But I mean, still, the goal didn't come out of that. The penalty was saved.
The penalty was saved. Yeah. So in a way, if there are any Liverpool fans who feel like that penalty was very soft, then justice was kind of done. But the other big decision, of course, was Van Dijk's disallowed goal. Now, lots has been spoken about on this. Arne Slot in his post-match also said that it was the wrong decision. Virgil van Dijk was very, very visually pissed off about the decision. I think that was the correct decision.
No way.
It looked okay.
What are you guys saying?
This has happened many times over this whole season as well. But it was one of those 50-50, dude. Like I would say 50-50. But the fact that this similar goal has been given in the past, I feel like this should have been counted now.
No way, guys. That was clearly like.
Okay,
and please, Robertson wasn't exactly obstructing Donnarumma.
Ruma's vision. Also, guys, Donnarumma's so tall. How can okay? If it is Van Dijk obstructing Donnarumma, how can Donnarumma be like? I'm
this
like,
is
his
peak
nipples
Mukesh.
see over. Donnarumma's nipples are over Robertson's head, dude. What vision are you guys talking about? Like, that's insane. There is no way Robertson was obstructing this guy's vision, image. And Robertson wasn't obstructing fucking Doku's vision or Bernardo Silva's vision.
But okay, it's not just about Robertson obstructing Donnarumma's vision. I feel like Robertson was in an offside position and he ducked. which means he interfered with play. Because had he just paused and stayed where he was, he would have blocked the goal, and therefore it's an offside. It's not that it's because he was right in front of Donnarumma and he was obstructing.
No, but I
Donnarumma's
think it was given as well that he was offside. I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah, it was given as offside only.
Was he
I
offside?
mean, I think it's factors of all of these, like
Put together,
totaled,
exactly.
yeah, into the decision. And I think, I mean, let me put it this way: it was more offside than it was not.
Yeah.
Like literally, bas utna hi. And it could have been very easily given a goal. It could have been, and we would have been having the same discussion. But it's just that much. It was more an offside than it was not.
So this is what Slot has said, right? Immediately after the game, someone showed me the goal that the same referee allowed City against Wolves last season, which was John Stones' last minute winner last season. So it took the linesman 13 seconds to raise his flag and say it's offside. So there was clearly communication that could have influenced the game in a positive way for us, because in the first half we were so poor. So now, if Slot is going to bring up decisions from last season, that's futile, because we know that the rules are constantly evolving.
किसी के इसमें से echo आ रहा है.
हाँ, echo आ रहा
क्या
है.
आ रहा है?
एक मिनट, मैं नेथन को म्यूट कर रहा हूँ. हाँ, अभी आई थिंक बेटर है ना. हाँ, आई थिंक नेथन के इधर से म्यूट आ रहा है.
नहीं, मुकेश के इसमें से ये.
आई थिंक दोनों के इसमें आ रहा है. हाँ, anyway, but yes, Ronaq, say.
क्या?
No, I'm saying if Slot is going to bring up decisions from last season, then that's futile, because the laws are constantly evolving, and things that have been given in the past are not valid anymore, because the rules were different last season. The interpretation of those rules is considered to be different this season, because the referees have been given a slightly more updated brief on it.
Yeah, and like I feel there's always, although we ask for consistency across refereeing decisions, especially within the season, to 100% there has to be consistency. But in general, there's always going to be people who the decision goes against, and it is very difficult to maintain like for like answers to different situations and circumstances, because football is not the same. Every situation is different. Like here it was Robertson and Donnarumma, there it was someone else, and you can't put two situations as 100% like for like. And honestly, like, you have to just take it for what this decision was. And like quoting last season's decision, I don't think really influences anything now.
But yes, so that was 3-0 to Manchester City. Liverpool now find themselves 8th in the league, below United.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I love it. One thing about the match was, apart from, the Van Dijk goal came in the first half, but that was obviously ruled out. But apart from that, the first Liverpool shot on target came in the 75th minute. And that was a very, very telling stat, because, of course, Liverpool did have their chances, maybe not as much, but just to get their first shot in the 75th, that too was a Szoboszlai effort from like outside the D that was rocketed in. But yeah, that
so,
was
but the counter to that is, like, I think Liverpool had the higher XG overall between both the teams. That's one. And if you look at all the three goals that went in, they had like 0.08 XG, 0.03 XG. The collective XG for all three goals was 0.1 or 15 or something like that, 0.15. So I'm like, I don't know how much to make of this. Okay, maybe there weren't enough shots, but that's fine. But also the kind of goals that went in was, because one, I think, skimmed off Konate's head, the first one. The second one went off Van Dijk's heel, and then the other one is one crazy shot.
That Van Dijk's heel wala goal, I couldn't help but laugh a little bit, because he's
same.
in that same particular stance. I mean, this time was a little different, but he ended up being in that same stance where his butt is out and his foot is like that, and the heel clipped the ball. It was such a funny goal, yeah. I just couldn't help but laugh, and I felt like almost I was taking I can't remember the word for taking pleasure in someone else's pain.
Schadenfreude.
Yeah. So I was just like,
it's called Ronaq. It's called aura.
Aura. Yeah.
It is the aura of the game. Mukesh, is Virgil van Dijk a bargain still?
He is very much a bargain.
Oh yeah, I mean that I won't deny.
Ronak
It's okay, man.
agrees to that
No, no.
statement.
I mean, you see, Van Dijk has had bad one season or whatever. He's had not the best peak form that we expect from Van Dijk. But when Liverpool did sign him under Klopp, Van Dijk was unplayable, man.
Best
And I
player,
would
man. Best
never
defender.
compare him with Vidic because I still hold Vidic as the best Premier League defender. And
Oh,
Van
shut
Dijk
up.
was
Shut
only
up, man, guys.
Van
He
Dijk was
did.
always protected. He would be the last man to step in. I mean, you see the stats between Van
What are you
Dijk and
saying?
Vidic.
Van Dijk is the one player who's not protected. He's the only one who's not had a consistent CB pairing.
No, yaar, you see it this
What do you-
season. That moment he
Yeah,
steps out
I
because the
agree with
others are
Mukesh
not
on that.
protecting him. When the others are not protecting, where he had the likes of Henderson and Wijnaldum
You're
and
using Henderson as a
Joel
player to
Martin.
protect. Dude,
No,
even
obviously
Henderson's dad
your
won't use him
midfield
as
had
a
only
to make the
one job.
statement that Henderson's protecting Van Dijk. What do you
Your
saying?
midfield had literally only one job. It was only to dog the balls, dog the midfield, and that was the Klopp's whole gegenpress style was to keep pressing everyone. And Van Dijk is
That's
very well
very
known to be tracking back and be the last person who puts the tackle in. He would be very good at it. He would always get the ball, but he would still be the last person. Vidic would put 10 tackles in by the
yeah,
time
but
Van Dijk puts one
unlike
tackle in.
any other traditional centre back pairing in the past, he's the only one who's never had a reliable centre back. When next to him, it's always been some version of Matip, Gomez,
Gomez.
I mean,
was
I
there Ibu?
agree about
Dekho,
that
So
to a
it's been
certain
Nikhil, which is
extent,
why
but then
Ozan
when
Kabak.
Matip was playing good, you
I
all
will
were like hailing Matip.
I will just say विडिच ने भी वेस्ट ब्राउन के साथ खेला है तो let's not get the excuse of he hasn't had a reliable center back partner. Let's not. And this Vidic versus Van Dijk debate, I think, will go on for ages. But
Yeah,
that is not the point of this. The point of this
yeah.
is to talk about game week 10. Ronak, do we have any final Liverpool digs to throw at Nathan and Mukesh before we move on, or
No, I just
should
hope
we
there's
put them
more to
out of
come,
the?
like more of such score lines to come. That's all I can hope for.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We are getting
I mean,
screwed, bro. We
I
are
just
getting
want to
screwed.
address one comment where someone is sitting in Japan
Yeah.
and shitting on Liverpool. I'm like, shit. But it's okay. I appreciate this hate. This is
Nice.
a hate watch I can do. Someone is preferring to be in Japan and still hating on us.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
It's a
cool.
beautiful game.
Dude, so here's the thing. Liverpool have then their next four fixtures are comparatively slightly easier. But if they win all of those, then I'm like, ठीक है, चल, top four is, you could say, most likely on. But if they lose even one, I'll probably join this podcast next year in like March or something. Then I don't know. But
But
they
I
have to
honestly feel
win.
Liverpool will come back here. Like I don't think
They
after
will.
this
It'll just
special
take time.
ये 3-0 defeat है ना Liverpool players को भी एकदम खला नहीं रहेगा. Like they will be very angry with themselves and they will react. I mean, it's half the team are all winners. They've literally won something or the other, and they know what it takes to kind of pull
Oh,
through.
my hope is the other way around, which is that Liverpool have some sort of squad depth. So in the second half of the season, teams will face a lot more injuries, and then eventually that will work in Liverpool's favor. So that because that 400 million spending will convene to an average at some point, right?
Yeah.
You will convene to a mean. So
Yeah. Harish with the comment of this live stream. Slot should do no haircut till Liverpool win 5. Oh, wait.
listen, Slot has said that he shaves his head. Huh? There will be stubble. Don't underestimate the power of a stubble.
Oh,
When did Slot
lovely.
say that?
Somewhere I remember some interview said the smoothness of his head is obviously by design. Some of it.
I would love to see that.
I honestly just want to know the same thing that Akshat is also asking in the chat. Will Slot be sacked post this season? Because when are questions going to be asked of Arne Slot? The same questions that have been asked of Ruben Amorim, that have been asked of Eric Ten Hag,
Guys,
that have been asked of
okay,
all
I
previous
don't
United
know.
managers. When are the
Okay.
same questions going to be asked
I'm
of Arne
sorry,
Slot?
you cannot. Okay, Slot is a guy. He's won a Premier League title. Okay,
Did,
wait,
okay,
listen.
did he really? Because
Of course
I
he
think
did.
I think it
Klopp
was
has been-
yeah, it was
Klopp did-
Klopp's Premier League title. वो बस
Sure.
proxy था. उसने proxy
No,
sign
but
किया.
if Klopp didn't win the previous season, Slot won it because he actually made a difference. Not like he played the same style. That there was a second thing is
अरे,
I don't know
19-20
what Liverpool
का है.
fans expected, like that you get so many new players and it will be completely fine and easy transition. I do think it will be hard. It will. I think missing out on Mark Gahey in the last season was every Liverpool fan knew that the minute we didn't get game in the last day that it was a season that was going to have a lot of goals. So I think Liverpool fans are being a bit greedy in saying that, oh, this should have been a perfect season or whatever, or even a perfect start. I think calling for Slot out is a very, very premature thing. Um, like he's
Even I
won
agree. Like,
he's
I think
won
he needs to be given time.
he's won the title, right? He lost an FA Cup final. That means he reached the final. Then and even in the Champions League, he lost to the eventual winners, with the winners admitting that Liverpool were the hardest team to beat. So in a way, sort of saying that if Liverpool had won that game, and which also they lost on penalties, not on real time or something. So I think Slot coach the fuck. Of course, there are some issues that need to be addressed. There is a big transition happening because, like, I think in the new system that he fits in, there is no way Salah and Words can be in the same team. I just feel like somehow, uh, dono bhai but ek hi tabahi. We can't have both. So I know that transition has to be handled well and all of that. So
And like, I think even right now, Liverpool, I think just 8 points off Arsenal, right? Right.
yeah,
That's not a lot. It's really not a lot. And we all know Arsenal are eventually going to face some sort of a dip. Uh, how much of a dip, like previous seasons have said differently, because they would have a major dip with injuries and everything, come January and February. But this time I feel Arsenal won't have that big a dip. But I feel Liverpool will eventually, once they hit their stride, no, it'll be a more difficult team to beat.
Mm, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to go back
100%.
to what Mukesh was saying previously about Slot reaching the finals of the FA Cup, which means that he reached the finals and losing to the eventual winners of the UCL. You remember when Liverpool fans said the same thing about Arsenal? Oh, fourth place is a trophy apparently,
but
and
I'm
all
saying
that.
there was a Premier League to back it up.
I'm
It's
just,
not like
I'm just, I'm just
it's not the
saying,
same thing. What
I'm just
nonsense!
saying, I'm just
There
saying,
was a Premier League that was won
goalposts
by fucking February or something. So
goal
no.
goalposts are here and they're being shifted. Is all I'm saying. That's all I will say to this. Mukesh looks sufficiently angry, and I think I have achieved my uh,
Goal.
mission and goal for this. But let's go to the actual title contenders, right? Not the pretenders that Liverpool are, the actual contenders that Arsenal are sitting pretty on the top of the table. But that dip, Ronaq, that you were talking about has started, or at least showed some signs of starting off in game week 10, drawing 2-2 against Sunderland, of all teams.
Yeah.
Sunderland
Yeah.
having a fantastic return to the Premier League, and Arsenal are seeing their fortress being breached. The clean
Yeah.
sheet record is gone.
Yeah, and like I think Sunderland in the game they figured something that Arsenal are way more concerned about preserving their clean sheet. That you can actually try to attack these people and they
Hmm.
won't be attacking as hard because
Yeah.
they want to get away with a 1-0, 2-0 win. And I even read a random comment on Twitter. Some Arsenal fans saying they want Arsenal to beat Bayern 1-0 instead of 5-1
Hmm.
because even to them the clean sheet is so much more precious, and I
Yeah.
think that is what Sunderland absolutely exploited. And they didn't give Arsenal the respect that Arsenal generally commands. Arsenal like Sunderland really caught Arsenal off guard. I feel at times where the goals were really amazing. They took their chances, and but even they defended so well. Like the Arsenal goal, the Trossard rocket
Yeah.
came. Although Arsenal were attacking, regularly and more often than not, but they weren't getting in so close. They weren't getting in inside the D, having multiple shots in, and yeah, it just caught Arsenal off guard, is what I would say, and was fun to watch. So many of my FPL players and all that, so many people took Gabriel in, and before the game week started, I said, kids, so many people who have bought Gabriel, Arsenal clean sheet is not coming this week.
Hmm.
I'll show the timestamp screenshot, and that's literally what happened.
It's a
Can you
blessing we have Ronaq on
succinctly
this
say what
podcast,
made you
man.
say
Like,
Arsenal clean sheet not coming? Because I didn't expect Arsenal to score. I expected a nil-nil draw for some reason. Not that. So yeah, I really expect. Because I just felt like it
I,
was going to be a battle of tight midfields. Right?
I was
Because
expecting a 2-1 Arsenal win, honestly.
oh
But when
really?
yeah.
I
When I
really
saw,
expected a. I
given,
feel
of
like a
course,
draw. It's
given their
fine.
form over the past couple of games and all,
Yeah,
and
and I wouldn't like I would have expected an Arsenal victory, like a very slim victory, but a victory nonetheless, because Arsenal have shown that this season. Regardless of the opposition, they managed to get that victory in, and regardless of how high Sunderland are flying this season, they're still a newly promoted side, and it was always going to be a tough fixture for them. So it is nothing less than an upset from Sunderland's point of view.
Because it was not just the draw; it was that Sunderland scored twice.
Dude, that goal,
Even
man, the
that's
last goal.
monumental.
Who scored the last goal? I forgot his name.
Brian
Brobby.
Oh, is it Brobby? Not Robbie.
Brobby.
Brobbery.
From Ajax. Fun fact, in Eric Ten Hag days, when we were looking for a striker, when we got Højlund, Brian Brobby was also a name that was discussed internally.
Interesting.
Yeah,
ये बहुत सारे names that are discussed internally are quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, Ronaq, हम चारों का नाम भी discuss हो गया रहेगा internally Carrington पे.
Possibly.
Very, very possible.
Yeah, I remember every year there was a Gareth Bale returning, coming to return to Premier League through United being discussed every year.
Every year Gareth Bale has been
until it actually happened.
Yeah. Gareth Bale being linked to United has happened while he has moved from Spurs to Real Madrid, won Champions Leagues, retired, played golf, become a pundit, and if United is like, Gareth Bale aa sakta hai. Man, Gareth Bale in United will be so amazing. But yes, it's an interesting question from Akshat. Should Arsenal fans be worried in the international break since City is not far behind in the points table?
I think Arsenal should be perpetually worried.
No, yeah. My reason is that I don't think this relying on set pieces method is reliable. Like it's a reliable strategy because last season also Arsenal got caught out in the second half because first half of the season they were doing well. In the same method, in the second half of the season they got caught out. Here also, I think Eze showed some weakness this game against Sunderland. And once one team figures it out, other teams are going to copy the same model. And it's just a matter of time before. It's just a matter of time before other teams figure out that, okay, this set piece is how you combat against them or whatever. And if I'm not wrong, this is, I think, Saka's first open play goal in a while. So I don't know if they also have reliable goal scorers anymore. They don't seem to have a plan B because we also know that Trossard goal was a bit of a banger or whatever. And the more dangerous thing for Arsenal is that City had two other goal scorers other than Haaland. Right? Doku scored. I think Gonzalez scored.
Nico Gonzalez.
And then like there will be at least 5-6 games where Phil Foden is going to score. Right? You just know there is going to be 1 or 2 games where he's going to score like a goal. He's going to score 5-6 games. So I think that's why they should be worried. I hope. I'm guessing Arteta is smart enough to come up with a plan B where he's like, okay, first half we'll play full defensive, second half we'll switch to an attacking when everyone's figured this out. But yeah.
But speaking of Arteta coming up with a smart plan, this is great because if reports are to be believed and if what Arteta has said actually in the press is to be believed, Arsenal are using AI in their quest for the Premier League title. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Now this comes from the Arsenal women's team as well. Arsenal women's team coach Laura Harvey, who is now in the MLS, I think with the Seattle Reign in the NWSL, recently told a podcast that she used ChatGPT in her coaching career. In fact, she said, one day in the off season, I was writing things into ChatGPT, like, what is Seattle Reign's identity? And it would spurt it out. And I was like, I don't know if that's true or not. And then like, what do you need to do to be successful in the NWSL? And then I put in, what formation should you play to beat NWSL teams? So there is a bit of history of Arsenal coaches using ChatGPT, but now Mikel Arteta is also using AI. So he said that we have developed certain things that, in our opinion, can help us to understand ourselves better and evaluate what we do and what we can improve. And then we will explore it using it in many other areas of the club. Basically, what Mikel Arteta is doing is putting flowery language to basically say, हम भी ChatGPT ही use कर रहे हैं.
But I can't imagine what you're getting out of here. He's like, how to beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't have to work a slot only selling. use corners against us, use free kicks against us.
Yeah.
Long
Basi-
throw-ins.
yeah,
Low block.
low
Slot,
block.
slot
Basically,
GTT.
just go against everything we have planned for, and you will beat us. But I don't think Arsenal thinks of Liverpool as title contenders. I think City are more their title contenders. I think what Mikel Arteta is
I'm
putting
sorry,
into
Liverpool are the only team that beat them, so like they better think of Liverpool as title contenders.
yeah, but
Nah,
where are Liverpool
are
right
out.
now?
We're out, dude. Mukesh, come on, bro. We are like top 5, bro, right
I
now.
mean, 7 losses in 10, right? I think that's the
Yeah.
current
Yeah.
tally.
No.
Which, which,
Six,
which, which,
7 and
which,
9, I think.
I
which?
suppose.
I mean, just
Anyways,
see अपना ये
speaking
यही
of Arsenal, guys.
यही स्ट्रीम का थंबनेल पे मैंने सारे स्कोर लाइंस डाले हैं in the lovely Reds for the almighty Reds. But
These are Arsenal's next 5 fixtures: Spurs, Bayern, Chelsea, Brentford, Villa. Looks good. City have to capitalize wherever. Must. It's looking very good, dude. These fixtures look. Dude, Aston Villa, by the way. Did you see the resurgence? They're like
Oh, the
Yes.
sixth
goals.
now, fifth, right?
Did you see
Whatever.
the Villa
fifth.
goals?
Sixth.
I did not see the game. I
Spurs are
watched the
fifth, which I
highlights.
think is very cool. I'm like, hey, come on, what is
Yes.
this? Don't be serious.
And Arsenal are
Where's
playing
the-
Spurs next, by the way. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a good game.
yeah, but Arsenal will beat Spurs. Like North London
Yeah,
derbies,
okay.
Arsenal always turn it up a notch. And
But
you
I
know,
think they're playing away. But even if it's a draw,
Whatever it
I
is.
would kill to see a draw, bro. Like, just because see, last season Ange was there. Like, everyone knew Ange's style of play: high velocity, वो सब high line, just long balls डाल के खत्म करो. But now I feel like this could be slightly more calculated from Thomas Frank's point of view. A draw would be so nice, bro, to watch. Like, must.
of
And
course, as a
City come
Liverpool
back.
fan,
Okay, let's
also-
be honest. For all 4 of us, would you rather see Arsenal or City win the league this year? Be honest. Exactly.
City.
Exactly.
Yeah, as United fans, I think we also begrudgingly have to say City because we can't have Arsenal win the league before United. Like the rebuild has to happen at the
Yeah.
same pace.
No, my thing is that Liverpool have a 30-year gap. I want Arsenal to have at least a 25 and years and above. Then I can be like, "Arey, about 25, it's the same number again." Abhi now it's 22.
No, in
What
fact, I feel like Arsenal should have a 35-year-old gap.
Yeah, that is ideal, but at least now it's 22.
I'll tell you why. Because 35 because उनको एक invincible season भी हुआ था ना. तो
Oh,
मतलब 5 years
tax.
extra.
5 years tax. 5 years tax.
Because they still keep talking about it. 2004 Invincibles, only team to have done that. हो गया यार. हो गया. तुम्हारे Invincibles team में goalkeeper Jens Lehmann था who took a fucking chainsaw to his neighbor's house. So that team or members of it are
Dude,
not
you
bathing
know-
in glory.
You know what's my favorite Arsenal meme of all time till today? Ever since 2004, since the invention of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, not the Arsenal page has never posted a tweet or Instagram post or email saying that we are Premier League or European champions.
Yeah.
And that is just the most funniest stat. It's not even a stat, it's a fact. which
It's a
I've read.
fact. I mean, European champions तो कभी उन्होंने ट्वीट नहीं किया है लाइफ में.
हाँ.
मतलब pre-Twitter, whatever social media was there, which was even if it is like whispering in the ears of your friends, वो भी नहीं किया है उन्होंने. But yes, Arsenal 2-2 Sunderland. We'll go to the other 2-2, which was Tottenham versus Manchester United. What started off as a fairly slow game, just in the last 5 minutes, just fucking opened up, man. And I do feel bad for Richarlison because I think this is the second time, if not more, that this has happened with Richarlison, where he will score a late winner, take his top off, be very, very excited, and 2 minutes later in stoppage time, that winner is cancelled out.
Dude,
I
when
think
he
it's
took
just a
his
universe
shirt off
telling
only
him
ना,
you're not
I knew it. Like, I'm like, कुछ तो होने वाला है अभी. कुछ तो होने ही वाला है. Because the thing is, he not only took his top off, he had like 5 celebrations also in that whole
Of
1
course.
minute, 2 minutes thing.
Of
And
course.
I just knew, man. Like, I swear I saw that, and the first thing I thought of was of course Jota's goal versus Spurs that 2-3 seasons ago. I'm like, nah. And then immediately, 2 minutes later, Delhi scores the equalizer.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And then the camera panned exactly towards him, and his face was like, it's damn funny.
Every
He started
goal
crying and all,
scorer,
bro, after the
Yeah.
goal.
every goal celebrator mutes their celebrations in the fear of VAR ruling them out. Only Richarlison has the fear that अरे अभी equalizer आएगा.
In fact, Richarlison has no fears. You remember that movie Where the Millers?
Yeah.
Richarlison has a tattoo here, no
No
regrets.
regrets.
He is that guy. But I mean, there is literally no difference between Richarlison and Anthony, guys, in terms of just sheer arrogance and not enough talent. Like just the ratio of arrogance to talent is heavily skewed in both those players.
No, I mean, I feel like Richarlison scores way more goals than Anthony does. Yeah, like,
I mean, Anthony for Man
and
United
Richarlison
maybe
scores
not, but
great
Anthony for
goals also. Like,
Betis.
उसका दिन रहता है तो
Anthony
bicycle
for
bicycle भी मार के आता है.
अरे एंथनी भी कर लेगा यार. एंथनी के गोल्स भी they were not like simple tap
Beyblade.
ins. Anthony also had, yeah, but था यार उसका कुछ. The goals he has scored have been fairly decent goals, like nice curlers and all, top corner, top bins, finishes and all. So that Brazilian skill is to there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the arrogance level does not match the output.
Yeah.
Here's
And
a
पहले भी बात किया था कि he
sorry,
will
but
have a trail off.
here's an interesting comment by Ruchirovic. It may or may not be true to some extent, but the narrative of last season being Klopp's team will stay around now. It's all narrative, just like 115 being legit or not. So sorry, we're going back to Liverpool chat for a bit.
Sorry, first of all, 150 is legit. It's not legit. It's just about whether whose financial muscle wins or not. That is the question. 115 is very legit. Yeah, narrative can be anything. You can also be like, actually, this is Brendan Rodgers' seeds that came up. Like something, but you also have to be like, okay, what is it realistically? You can spin any narrative. Now you can be like, array, actually that day Brendan Rodgers said something which got passed down from Henderson to Salah to. It can be anything. Narrative can be anything.
But at the end of the day, they are all Bill Shankly's teams, no?
Yeah. At the end of the day, Adam and Eve, no, he had an apple. That's the narrative.
And the
I
apple
think it
was
the dinosaurs were
red.
playing football with the fucking stones.
Yeah. So, but yes, fair enough. But yes, United Spurs. Let's get back to United versus Spurs. Where do you think again? Why have we not managed to win these last two games? And we spoke about Forest, another 2-2 draw, but with Spurs again, with the opener from Mbeumo, we thought we had like a fairly robust platform to build on.
No, like I feel now we are at a position that we, I mean, Amorim is, of course, he wants wins, he wants the results, but he is more desperate for control in the game because he knows that when we lose the control in our game, it can be almost disastrous. And nikal jata hai haath se game and all of that, and players lose confidence in the system. The narrative shifts so quickly. So even like if you see the lineup in the previous games, we've started Ahmad on right wing back and played Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko up top. This time we played Mazraoui at right wing back, which is literally a much more defensive minded player. We were going for defensive solidarity in exchange for attacking output, and the game was going almost according to plan. We got a 1-0 score line. We were playing decently enough. Not that they didn't get chances, they had their chances. But Lamens, man, he's such a good goalkeeper, and
Some
he saved our ass
classes.
multiple times he saved us. And yeah, I mean, it just came down to not the system, but like even Spurs have good players. They can turn up, and United में है थोड़ा तो defensively we are not that amazing. Our players have individual displays. We've seen individual displays from the likes of Maguire, from even Euro, from Delict. But overall, we do concede a lot of chances, and that is literally what was on display. And yeah, I think eventually he will be able to find a balance in his team, Amorim, where he can not restrict the team so much because Mazraoui doesn't give as much attacking wise. So I would have probably. I'm not that big a fan of Mazraoui, to be honest. I like Ahmad at right wing back. I think gives a very different dimension to our team when we have Ahmad and Mbomo both from that right wing, where we don't know who's going to cut from the left, who's going to make the overlapping run, who's going to just cross the ball in. So I love that when we have both of them off the right. And yeah, I think it's just about. I think a bigger talking point for United was, of course, that we didn't lose the game. We got that equalizer, because it would have been very sour. Like, you know, after 3 wins, we got the draw. We were looking to get back onto winning ways. But then to salvage a draw, which showed some mentality on these players, that fucking Bruno Cross was fucking beauty. Like, and that is why you need Bruno. That's why you can't take him off even for a minute, because he's capable of that.
Yeah.
And of course, he's the captain, but yeah, man. And I mean, the second main talking point was the Sesko injury, which I am very gutted about.
Yeah.
He should have slotted that goal in. The moment he got injured, that should have been his goal.
Yeah.
And he fluffed it, took too long, and then just got injured. It was insult to injury. And
quite literally.
Yeah.
Or was it the other way around? Was it injury to insult?
Injury to insult, but yeah. But I hope he's not out for too long. Yeah, I really hope.
In terms of the way things are going, like, I feel like the draw is still a better result than a loss, because we have faced our fair share of losses.
Yeah.
So converting those into at least 1 point is
and I mean, a draw
a small marker of progress.
100% acceptable.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see a little more clinical.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are you saying, Mukesh?
I can't believe Liverpool are below United.
Yeah. Better believe it, bitch.
Pull up the table, but share screen करके table side में रख दे.
हाँ, actually करना चाहिए ना. कर ही लेते हैं. Why not? किधर है share screen?
Just for the pure
Just
pleasure.
for the lulls. और ये देखो.
थोड़ा scroll करना पड़ा ना.
हाँ. अरे sorry.
I agree. Thank you, FPL. I know it's a horrendous sight.
Is this zoomed in enough?
सेम पॉइंट्स है, हो जाएगा. अगले मैच वीक तक देखते हैं ना, अगले 2 चल.
ये अच्छा है. This is nice. This can be forever background, because long may this positioning
Mukesh,
continue.
It's time we pull out the last
You know the
season's
worst part
final
is,
table.
it's not even first, second, third, fourth. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
I was hoping he wouldn't come to that. खाली
like-
ऊपर देख के नीचे देख के हो जाते
fucking
कुछ.
shitty, like.
क्या चिंदी podcast है?
Yeah, imagine telling people who don't know football, so the teams you support, are they winning? 9, we're 8. And realistically only 17, because we know 18, 19, 20 are shit. So we're basically mid-table teams right now.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Oh man. Chelsea also beating Wolves. Wolves are pretty much fucked, but Rob Edwards looks like he's going to be the new manager of Wolves. Do you think, guys, he's going to be able to save Wolves this season? Because there is still a fair amount of football to be played.
I mean, I think he's gonna make sure they overcome the Derby record, right? Get more points than Derby, which I think it's getting scary now. That I think for the last 3-4 seasons, it's looked like at least one team will get close to that record or crumble under it and score fewer points than Derby. But I'm hoping no one does that, because I do feel like the only reason the current Premier League middle table looks so tight is because everyone out there has probably played Wolves. Just given them 3 extra points that they probably don't deserve.
Yeah.
Derby's record, I think, is.
I mean, I think Premier League teams also don't care about the relegation as much as they care about beating Derby's record.
Yeah.
Like relegate हो गए तो भी चलेगा.
Care about यार.
नहीं पर देखो relegation अगर हो गया तो तुम्हें parachute payments फिर भी मिलते हैं. So you're still
Yeah.
All is not entirely lost. You can still land on your feet if you're smart about it. But if you get relegated by taking Derby's record away from them, then that is insult to injury.
Yeah.
That is utter humiliation. So there we go.
Another interesting result was Brentford beating Newcastle 3-1.
Yes, I was just going to bring that up
And
because
I didn't expect that. I expected Newcastle to come away with a victory. I mean, I didn't expect them to keep a clean sheet because Brentford are in a decent sort of way now,
yeah,
where the players are kind of finding their form. They have Otara, they have Thiago, who's doing really well.
yeah,
And of course, Kevin Chadder's been like a cult hero for them since couple of seasons now.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of fun to see such matches. Like, I think these are the matches why the Premier League is so freaking interesting,
yeah,
because it's not an upset, so to say, because I mean Newcastle were the favorites, but you also know that Brentford are a team who can do such a thing.
yeah.
And of course, the Brentford, Thomas Frank Brentford were much high flying team, but you have to give it to these guys as well. Yeah, they've played well and they showed up.
They should. And Keith Andrews Brentford started off quite slow, and we were all quite worried about whether this team is going to be relegated or what is going to happen exactly with this Brentford team. They've had their manager taken away from them. They've had their star players taken away from them. Uh, how are they going to cope? And then they signed Keith Andrews, who's a relative amateur. It's his first big job.
Yeah.
So it took a little while for them to start off with, but now they're really stabilizing.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to point out this. I don't know why I opened Facebook. I don't know why I still use Facebook. Anyways, this is what I've seen. I have submitted my CV and an official application to become the new manager of Liverpool. I hope they will reply. Eric Ten Hag on his wish to become the new Liverpool manager. Yo.
That's just fake. Yeah. That's just a whole lot of fun.
I mean, you currently have a bald Dutch manager.
Dutch man.
Are you sure he's not already Eric Ten Hag?
In disguise.
Look at the angry stare that Mukesh is giving me. Angry
Dare you say
Telugu.
that to a Premier League
Where do
winning
you think
manager?
Ten Hag will finally end up? Which club? Do you think he'll return to the Premier League?
No, I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
he wants to, but I don't think so.
Maybe like some like which
Actually, if I was
whichever
him, I would.
manager
I
gets.
mean, when I really want to prove a point, I would probably just go to some club in like Italy where there's less media pressure, man. Like, why would you want to come to a place where there's
I thought Ajax just sacked their manager. Nah, I think
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag is
Yeah.
on
I
the
saw
potential
this.
candidates list to head back to Ajax. So I think that's a perfect job.
That's a
for him.
perfect job for him because that will help him rebuild his reputation. Because forget the United job. I think it was the Bayer Leverkusen job that really affected his reputation and damaged his reputation.
go
So
to
I think he
Ajax,
definitely
do
needs to
well.
go.
Yeah. Go to Ajax,
then
do
come back to
well,
United.
win everything, and then come back to United.
Like,
That,
yeah.
my
No.
friend.
Come back to Liverpool. Come back to Liverpool.
Coming to
And then
Because
say the same line again. That
Yes.
era's come to an end.
yes,
Oh, very nice.
and then add asterisks. We were talking about Liverpool जरा. ये जो लिवरपूल का डोमिनेंस है ना वो मैंने यूनाइटेड के टाइम पे भी बोला था. वो मैं अभी सर्च कर रहा हूँ उसको.
Ronaq, I don't know if you remember, but like couple of episodes prior, I said that I feel like right now Liverpool are going to enter into their banter era again, and United Arsenal का भी होने वाला है.
Yeah.
You know what? I still stand by that. I don't know why. मेरे को लग रहा है, bro.
Nathan with the prophecy.
Yeah.
No. I
If
feel
this
like
happens then within the next
you know what?
three
I think
seasons.
for the first time, there was a period between 2013 to 14 and 15 where both Liverpool and United were in their banter era. Like it
Yeah.
was post Ferguson, pre Klopp. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm waiting for a much longer period where that's the case. Like, you know what? Enough dominance and all that. Let's really be scrapping my head, 9th place, 10th place. Hey,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Man them.
Hey, 60-point season, 55-point season. I want Liverpool United to be there. Let some other team, not Arsenal, but let some other team rise up. Let a Newcastle rise up.
Would you be fine with Chelsea going back on top?
Yeah, I don't care. Like I mean, like for me, Chelsea is like a slightly more. It's 1.5 of City. Like yeah, okay,
Yes.
You know, I know this thing, no fans, and no, I don't care about them. If they who really harks back upon the Chelsea days right? No one does. But I'm okay with Liverpool and United being banterists for like a few more years, 9th, 10th, maybe even a crazy 11th, 12th, competing with Crystal
You
Palace for the
can go down
coveted
to ninth
12th
and then
spot.
we are on our way up to fourth, fifth, and
I
above.
mean, you are no matter what you do, you're on your way up
even
after finishing
wait,
15th.
even then we are still saying fourth, fifth. We are not even saying.
Bro, are you crazy, bro? क्या अभी बोलोगे कि जीत जाएंगे?
No, but that's the reality. That's the reality of us glory hunter fans. I feel bad about all the new kids, all the young kids who have just started following football, and they have never seen United in their dominant era. They will probably not see Liverpool in their dominant era. Like imagine a Liverpool fan, like a 16, 15, 16-year-old fan who has started following Liverpool from this season. And long may Liverpool slide down continue. So let's say he's just missed a title winning season. तो उसने कभी देखा ही नहीं है. तो imagine that dude's fucking plea कि वो लिवरपूल को सपोर्ट करने लगा because apparently he was told that oh this is a very dominant team in England and now they're fighting for like conference league place.
And then
I
he's
feel
like, who are
bad
their
for him.
rivals? United. वो 8th पे है. Like what?
Yeah, correct. ये तो mid table rivalry है. So I guess what we are trying to do here, guys, is be hipster about how I don't want to follow the top two teams. I like following the underdogs.
हम हैं underdog अभी. Follow कर.
हाँ, exactly. नहीं मैं तो Sunderland को support करता हूँ bro because Sunderland are going to be Champions League team next season by the looks of it. So,
You know,
I'm
dude,
just
I have
hoping for
one
Leicester
friend-
return, bro. Leicester.
Ooh,
Leicester.
I have one friend who's a diehard Newcastle United fan. Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm
I'm a
like,
diehard Tottenham
amazing.
fan.
I know a couple of Tottenham
Yeah.
supporters, but I asked him, bro, which club you support? He's like, see, bro, I don't support all these big clubs and all. Like, I like supporting the underdog teams in Newcastle. And when
Acha.
Newcastle won the
Was this-
Carabao
was this-
Cup this year, na?
एक मिनट
Oh my
but
God.
was this pre-Saudi money or post-Saudi money?
I think pre.
अच्छा. Then
अच्छा,
सच्चा
now
fan
and
है.
now where Newcastle are back in it ना कि अब last season जीत भी दिए नहीं अब मेरे को Newcastle पसंद है.
Wait, so
Now
he
a
was-
new underdog.
He was
No,
attracted by
then I
the
just met
tenacious
him
spirit
and
of John Joe Shelby. Was that what attracted him to Newcastle?
Guys, नहीं. उसने गोल देखा है यार. I think
Yes, that's it. That is the reason.
somewhere deep down we are all Newcastle United fans because I know everybody on this podcast and everybody who's watching this fucking loves goal. And not they dhan goal. We love that too. But we're talking about the OG Santiago Muniz goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're all Newcastle United fans because of that. Right. I think that is a great note as any to wrap up today's episode. Thank you everybody for watching this and for listening to this later when you listen to this. If you'd like to get in touch with us on social media, you can. You can find Ronaq on Instagram at.
At Ronaq, come see.
You can find Mukesh on Instagram at.
Mukesh Manjunath.
You can find Nathan on Instagram at.
It's Nathan Gomes.
And you can find me on Instagram at Amogh. You can also follow the Corner Flag on Instagram at Corner Flag Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this right now. It is at the Corner Flag Pod. If you've already subscribed, tell your friends. You can also listen to us and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your pods from. Shout out to Kezad Garda for our theme music. And until next time, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Ronaq.
Bye guys.
Say bye, Mukesh.
Bye, guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
Bye, friends. Take care.
And it's bye from me.